This is The Filter on iHeart Podcasts Canada.
Okay, we are Jesse and JD from CG92 in Calgary and iHeartRadio Canada, and we're joined by Adam Gontier and Matt Walst from 3 Days Grace. Dudes, how are you?
Very good.
How you doing, man?
We're doing great, Adam. I want to start off with you, man, because I think a lot of this news is so positive for 3 Days Grace fans, new and old. You know, back in 2013 when you exited the band, and all the roller coaster of emotions that come with leaving a band and your friends and your brothers that were in that band. Did you ever see yourself back in this situation, back in the band with the guys that you grew up playing with?
I think early on, probably not so much because of the state that I was in and all that stuff that you just mentioned. But, over the last bunch of years, there was a lot of learning for me and a lot of life living and all that kind of stuff. So I think over the last bunch of years, maybe 5-6 years, something like that, it was something that I think about every once in a while. I mean, it is a huge part of my life, so I thought about it often, but I definitely didn't necessarily see this coming,
And like, well, what did it take? Like, I'm sure a lot of your diehard fans, new and old, were like, how did this all come about? Because it felt like, for us anyways, it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think it basically started like Brad and I stayed in touch for the most part over the last 10 years, just on and off. But in 2020, during the pandemic, we got together a few times for coffee and stuff and just started chatting a bit. And I think Matt and Brad talked about the possibility of, what would it, could something like this happen where, we're both here. And, so it started in 2020 and we fast forward a couple of years, the guys are playing in Nashville here where I'm living and chatting with the guys, and they invite me out and invite me on stage and that sort of thing. And that was I feel like that was probably the beginning of when it became a thing,
What's it been like writing music together? We heard Mayday. We love it. Congratulations on it. I'm sure you're both stoked, but what's it been like writing together, Matt?
It's been pretty seamless, we grew up together in the same town. I watched these guys, jam in my basement when I was like 10 years old. So I've always been a fan of Adam and also 3 Days Grace. And now to be in the band and front the band and now be a part of the band with Adam, it's pretty awesome. And like the songwriting, it's just so easy, it's just going really well, and we're almost done our record already. So
I'm so genuinely stoked to see you guys like together on the same Zoom call right now and in a band together. I've seen the original incarnation of 3 Days Grace. I've seen the new incarnation, got to know both of you guys over the years. I think this is so cool. And what a lot of fans are wondering now that you guys got two great singers in the band, like what is the live show going to look like when you guys go out on this big tour? Is Adam going to be singing the Adam songs? Matt, are you singing your songs? Is every song going to be a collaboration? What are we expecting when we go see you guys live now?
We're still going through all that stuff. I think we've in the studio a few times. We've to decide who's going to sing what parts. We've done rock, paper, scissors. So maybe we'll just do that the entire set for each song. You into that, Matt? Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I think probably good chance that I'm going to sing a bunch of mine, and obviously Matt's going to sing a bunch of his, and then I'm sure we'll trade off some songs. There's a bunch of Matt's that I'd love to sing. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
What's
harmonies and stuff, together, and like a lot of I'm going to be playing backup guitar and rhythm guitar for a lot of the older songs, and it's a lot of fun to relearn songs that I haven't learned on guitar, and then vocals that I harmonies that I haven't learned before. So it's a lot of fun. It's new.
I wanted to ask both of you what it's like to merge two eras of a band like this. We were talking behind the scenes about how there's not a huge precedent for this in rock. There's not a lot of bands that have done this. So what's it like taking two different eras and fusing them together for, in theory, like a brand new third era of the band?
It's pretty exciting. I mean, that's what we're working on now with it, and it's been it's been really cool to try to mesh both vibes. I think with Mayday, we definitely wanted to, we had that, there's a bit of a classic sort of 3 Days Grace sound, as well as a mix of the stuff that Matt has done over the last bunch of years. So it's, we're still in the process of it, especially for the live show. We're still kind of working out how it's gonna play out, but it's been great, and it's been really natural because, like Matt was saying, being from the same town, we were all friends and stuff before we were in bands and doing this thing. So getting back together in a room, writing and figuring out stuff and all that has been very, very easy and very natural. So yeah, but we'll see how everything, how we put it together, I guess, for the live show.
Now, when this show and like your live shows and the new song and the announcement, you guys all come back together, was first announced, I think a lot of people were wondering, is this a one-off? Was this one song? As you mentioned earlier, that there could be an album being worked on. I know each of you have had other projects in the past. Is 3 Days Grace permanent with the two of you guys as the fronting members of this band? Is this your only focus now, guys, going forward?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, this is it for us, for sure. At the same time, the other, Saint Asonia and Matt's got My Darkest Days, and I don't think those aren't things that we're putting away or never going back to or anything like that. But I think for the time, and as time allows, maybe coming back to and doing those things is important for sure. But for right now and moving forward with 3 Days Grace, this is it.
And talk to us about Mayday a little bit, if you can. Just the song itself, and then a follow-up question to Mayday. I hate to sound greedy because I know we just got the new one, guys, but asking for a lot of 3 Days Grace fans, not to sound like the Chappelle meme, but you got any more of that new stuff?
Yeah, we're working on the new stuff, man. Like, the album's almost done. I think we could put out a record now if we wanted to, but we feel like we can maybe write a few more good ones. So we're gonna get together a couple more times and see if we can come up with some more stuff. But Mayday, yeah, I mean, it's kind of just, it's a song about just kind of the state of the world. I think it's like a commentary on what's happening. There's so much going on. There's a lot of people, I feel like, are struggling with situations, like economically and socially and spiritually and all that stuff. So it's kind of about that. It's about just getting through the struggle, and just barely getting by.
Guys, I'm not too familiar with like exactly how you guys have written songs for 3 Days Grace in the past. With both of you guys now involved, do you think, Matt, you and Adam will get in the room together and write songs, or is Adam going to be like, hey, I got a wicked song for us, and then you co-sign it, and same for you to Adam? Like, what's your guys' songwriting process like right now?
Yeah, like we all bring something to the table, like our own ideas, and then we've wrote a lot of songs with our buddy Ted Bruner over the years. I've been writing with Ted since I came out with Porn Star Dancing back in the day, and in MDD, and on the last record we wrote So-Called Life, and now Mayday with him, and we just work with him and our new producer Zach Cervini, and another producer Dan Lancaster, and another producer Howard Benston. So we've put together pretty much a dream team behind the scenes, and we put a dream team together in 3 Days Grace that everybody can hear now. So it's really exciting to be doing this.
How stoked are you to take it on the road too? I'm sure you're always excited to hit the road with new music, or to hit major festivals like you have plans to next year. But you're not just at the major rock festivals. You're on tour with Disturbed next year, and just some big touring plans. I know you must be so excited today. This incarnation of 3 Days Grace out on the road to your fans, guys.
Yeah, I think that's it. Getting this out to the fans and seeing the reaction from the fans is going to be something that none of us have experienced before. So yeah, we're excited, man.
I know that tour is going across America. Do not forget Calgary, please, on your stop when you guys want to do Canada. I know we're doing this for all of Canada right now, but Calgary sometimes gets overlooked for that shiny arena in Edmonton. We hope to see you guys at the Saddle Dome soon. Okay.
Yeah, we usually like to go across Canada when it's nice and cold, so we warm people up and get them out. you know, moshing around. So, I'd look to maybe the winter. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're genuinely so happy for you guys. No joke. This is such exciting news for rock fans in Canada and obviously around the world. And we're so happy to see both of you guys on stage together very, very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you.
Dudes, congrats on Mayday, and we can't wait to see you soon.
Thanks for listening to The Filter, an iHeart Podcasts Canada production. Subscribe to The Filter wherever you get your podcasts.